This is Industrial Edge, a podcast where we discuss the cutting edge world of factory automation and the technologies shaping the future of the industry.
My name is Lacey Chandler. I'm here with Andrea Uzzo. We are at the 2024 Almond Board Conference in Sacramento at the Safe Credit Union Center. We've seen a lot of customers, a lot of friends, met new people, and been lucky enough to welcome vendors from all over. But I think, Andrea, you've come the furthest from Italy with your team and with extra friends. Maybe you can take a minute and introduce yourself and tell us about who you are, what you do, and why you're here at this conference.
Very nice to be here. It's amazing to be a part of this adventure. And I have to say a lot of thanks to you for this. I will introduce myself. I'm Andrea Uzzo. I came from a family of color sorting equipment because my father was one of the first 3 or 4 worldwide new company for sorting from 1976, something like that. And so when I was born inside the color sorters in the end, so it became a part of my blood. So we start a new adventures after a long story in 3U Vision in 2019 because we have this passion in our blood. So we saw each other with my father and my brother and say, yeah, we have to do it. And the thing is that we have to create a new company. Why we have to create a new company? Because after a long times and long experience, everything became stable and you cannot change so much the things. So in order to keep updated according to mainly the customer requirement, but anyway to update the technology according what you can get now from the technology area, so you can really have almost everything. I can say that now the technology looking for the problem is not something that the problem is looking for the technology. So now we have the opportunity to do a lot of new things. That's why we create this new company, to be really, really smart and fast and to quickly update the technology on the sorters. Again, to follow the question from the customer and give the best sorters as possible. And why I'm here? Because anyway, we start a very nice experience with you, with the Pure Sort. And in 2021, if I remember well, it looks like a lot of years ago, but in real life is only 3 years, and you do an amazing job in this area. And that's why we join you in this amazing booth. I think is probably the only booth that a customer can come here with some helmets in his hands and keep this one sorted, cleaned, anyway done till the packing and shipment. So this is amazing to be a part of this opportunity of this line.
Well, I think it's amazing that you made the effort to come all this way. Can you tell me, please, what is your role in the company? You said 3U Vision is the name of your company, correct?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, 3U's is our surname. So Uzzo is our surname, Uzzo. My father takes care about the financial department. My brother takes care about the production. And I'm fully completely on the technical department. So projecting, developing new technology, and listen to the customer to see what we can or what we have to update and innovate to follow the problem that you will have every year from the ground, from the field. So you always, any year you have something new. Last year was a pinhole, before was maybe aflatoxin, and so on. So we try to be so smart and so, how can I say, to keep it as a family business, to follow as much as possible quickly the problem that you will find on the field.
Can you explain what an optical sorter is?
Yes. In a few words, what you can see by your eyes as a defect, we recognize by digital camera and with the software and after we will remove from the flow of the product. The optical sorting system is mainly really, I can say, standardized in last 40 years. So in principle, you have a vibrator feeder and a channel where the product is keep the speed, and so have more space, and so you can really see clearly with the camera in front and rear side the product that is falling. In this way, you have an overview of the 360 degree around, in this case, of almonds. It can be wheat, it can be recycling plastic, it can be anything. But in this case, of course, we talk about nuts and mainly in almonds. And so we can really see the whole product in 360 degree. And after that, we have a line with ejector that we blow out the defect from the stream of the product. Again, we try to keep the best technology available. So our sorting is the higher resolution ejector system. So we can really recognize even the small defect, and we try to reject less good product as possible. And with this technology, we have a very nice result. That's what the customers say.
Well, that was my next question. When you're listening to the customer, which I really appreciate, was one of the first things you said about what you do. What are they saying? What is the word on the street right now? What is trending for what their needs are?
It's never happened to me in my 30 years experience in sorting. See all of these customers happy, tell you thank you for doing this job to do this sorters. That is really something new, and really is something exciting that I cannot say I'm not expecting, because anyway, if you do something, you expect to do a good job, but not as like this customer really stop you and say, oh, great job, the machine is really, really nice, the result is very good. And again, it's not a matter of one part, it's not the sorters, it's the sorters, it's Chandler team as a service, Rio and Pure Sort for all the things around, and of course it's a teamwork, and it's working like a magic, because the customer have a very good things in his hands that is not only the sorters. We do our small part, that is the sorters, but service is absolutely one of the most important things. When you have to make a big investment, you must see after the payment what happened, and this makes all the difference. So
you could have said, I listen to the customers and they tell me I need more of this, less of that. I needed to do a better job on this particular problem, or I need better service, or a long list of things that they need. And what they're telling you is that they're very satisfied and very happy and very excited about the product and the results. Could you have a better answer to the question? No, the customers are so happy. Why do you think they are so satisfied with this particular optical sorter versus the other machines that they've experienced or that are on the market?
again, it's a kind of magic, because of course we do our best on recognizing system with the camera, the highest resolution on the market, the first patent 4-color camera, other first multispectrum system with the sphere. So we can talk about 2 hours about the technology. But in the end, it's the mixture of all. The technology must work. The reliability with our technology is very high, because we don't have a lot of computer inside. Everything is smart inside the camera, with very low consumption, low temperature. So the reliability is getting very, very higher compared to the competitors. And anyway, something can always happen. And this is where the magic happen with your service, with Sean and the guys. That is amazing. And so it's a kind of magic, that all the things that must be together. I always say that if you do 100% in any part, in the end you will have anyway 99. But if you don't do 100%, you will have very pure results in the end. So I think this is a kind of magic that is doing now in California, in almonds, that the mixture of, probably, it's not me that I have to say the best sorters on the market, with the best service, with the best sales department, that make the customer happy. That is the main things You can make all the advertising, you can make all the marketing, but a customer happy is much more than anything you can do in advertising.
I love how many times you said magic.
Yeah, that's what happened. I mean, the first time when I was 12, I saw the first time a sorters working in. I remember it was apple pine. Not sorry, the a seed that was in Italy. I don't remember exactly the name. And see all of this product falling when you are 12, and we talk about, unfortunately, a lot of years ago. You see that it's not something real; it's something magic. Go inside the sorters, mixture of anything, and it go out a very clear product. See what's inside this box? It's a magic. So, and that's what happened even here. It's the mixture of all of this let the customer be happy, and so it's a teamwork, and it's worked really, really nice. So it's really amazing to be here.
I can see that you really enjoy what you do.
You know, again, it's in our blood. When you do this in all your life, you must enjoy. Otherwise,
I think
it's the job.
For us, I've never seen that in you. I guess we haven't talked like this before. The real passion that you have for what you're doing, and that I have to believe is why you have an exceptional product, because you actually care. You're very interested in it. It's fascinating to you, and you really see the big picture. I haven't seen you once take credit. You keep giving it to the team and the teamwork. You can take credit. It's your magic that makes it so special.
Us magic.
Us magic. There you go again.
No, absolutely. Again, I was in the past, have experience. I was projecting sorters for a lot of years. Sometimes you have the best sorters, but without the good team that is doing the magic, nothing happens. You will keep as a small company in Italy, and you cannot go away. When you are in California, the highest quality market worldwide, with the most important and big competitors, and you can say we are the number one in California. You cannot believe what I'm feeling. When you talk about this, when you see the customer so happy about the sorters, this is the fuel of my engine. It's not money, it's not business. When you meet the customer that is so happy, everything is changing. So again, as a family business, if you see a problem, you will not sleep in the night. Fortunately, I'm sleeping fine, and that's amazing.
And I have to tell you, being here, connecting with the customers, seeing their results, I wish that you could see how happy they are. I know you get feedback, obviously, because you said that fuels what you do. But this machine, like this optical sorter, it's just a machine, but it's changing people's lives because it's bringing such great quality and great results, saving time, saving expenses, letting these customers increase the quality of their customers who wants to buy from them, or who they want to sell to, who they want to work with, save on labor, it's really changing people's lives. How can a machine make that big of a difference? But it really is. It's making these businesses thrive and give them the opportunity to scale and grow and be successful instead of fearful. And we're at the Almond Conference here, so we're talking about almonds, but it's been a difficult market for the last couple of years in almonds. They've had a rough couple of years. So the brave business owners who've made an investment in that machine have really seen it pay off in a hard time. And now that things are looking optimistic, that's the energy. I think that's why there's 1,000 more people this year at this conference than last year.
Wow.
Because there's some optimism. Things are looking good. Harvest just ended, so they can see kind of what might be on the horizon and what they're able to do to optimize their operations. So the brave people who've done it are now talking about it. because everybody knows everybody over here.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's the same in Italy.
Sure.
Uh,
Of course.
And it's really going to make a huge improvement. And so here we are in California, but this machine is available all over the globe, correct? Like where do you serve this planet?
We are growing so fast almost everywhere now. We have our second facility in Spain, in Tarragona. We have a testing room and service on site. We open a testing room in UK, not directly but with our agent. We have one in Turkey, in France, in Australia. So it's moving very quickly, and we try to keep. This is also very difficult, but is one of the secret to keep anyway the level very high, because the thing that can happen is when you're growing so fast that you are missing the contact with the customer, and will not work for the future. So we have to focus on the customer anyway. And there's another secret: listen to the customer, because they know his own problem, and you must to have a solution. So the secret is from us as a family business to have a direct line from the customer to the hand that is projecting the sorters to fix any problem that the customer can have, because the season, because the dryer, because anything that can happen. So this is another big and very important parts of the game, to be really in contact with the customer. When you became too big, you losing this contact in the middle, because there is a sales department that have to talk to someone, that have to talk to some other, and so on. I think this is one that must to be really a short line between the customer and the head of the company. So, and also thank to you to Rio and all the guys that is on site, that every time they call me that they have to suggest something, they say, I'm sorry to boring you, but don't worry. This for me is very important, because if I can improve something, I can have something better. So don't worry. Tell me if you want. You think that we can improve something. For me, is a really no price. So you never bore me with such kind of question. If I can, I will do my best to improve this. So thank you if you ask me this.
Another word you've said many times is fast. You said you've grown very fast, the company. You respond very fast to the customer. Do you think that's because of where you are from in Italy, with all the fast cars and the racing? Tell me a little bit about that.
We are in a very lucky area, because we have really, I can say, one of the best food worldwide.
I agree.
And some of the best wine worldwide, and we have some of the best car and bike. So it's really nice you can smell this passion in the people, even it's not in the sorting, but maybe in the car and bike and packing. There is a lot of big company that is growing, not so big company, but it's still feeling this passion when you do some job. So this is I can think that is come from this area that is also give you more passion to your job. And anyway, job and passion, if it's the same, it's not anymore a job. So
there's some famous cars that are made there, right?
Yeah,
and bikes
Ferrari,
and races. Ferrari,
Maserati. We have
in your
Lamborghini.
town, where your business is, or in your area.
According to the car on the race,
Mm-hmm.
we came from Imola. The headquarters is in Imola. Imola, the Formula One world famous circuit. So it's really nice from when I was traveling, when I was young, and you go on the other side of the world and you see your house, because there is a Formula One race in the other side of the world. Now it's quite easy because you have a mobile phone, you can have a video call. But some years ago, when you was not having a video call or a mobile phone, being the other side of the world and see your house on the TV, it's so strange, So anyway, it's a very small city, but anyway, you can feel the passion in the people that is doing anything from the field.
So maybe the culture expects you to move fast.
Yes, most of the things, yes. In our field, more than the
Except for
other.
when you're at dinner.
Yeah, you know, you need more time to feel the good food or bad food. Fast food is food. A good food is different, but of course, it's a two different approach.
Yep.
We really have the food as a culture. So, and in the same area in two different city, you will not have the same kind of pasta. You do not have the same kind of wine, and it's a kind of culture that we have from our parents and grandparents and so on. And so this is the things. Regarding the speed, I think that now we don't have any way that we cannot follow the speed of the developing in technology. As you see, your mobile phone 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, every year you have improving quality, you improving the software, you have improving all of these details in the technology. Now you cannot do a project and maintain the project for long times because in 1 year to the other, everything will change. And to be on site and to update it very soon, you must to be a small company and you can do it quickly. That's
I love
the
hearing
things.
that one of your company values is to keep up with technology.
Yeah.
I see that one of the biggest detriments a lot of companies that we work with and see and relate to, that's one of their biggest problems that they don't see that they have, is they're not adapting to the changes in the technology, in the markets, updating their equipment, updating their processes. It's tricky because, as you know, in a family business, a lot of these family businesses have been multi-generational. So it's how we've done it, how we've always done it. And now it's not really an option to do it how they've always done it, with pen and paper and file cabinets and the same old
Yeah.
thing. Things are moving way too fast for that. And it's sad to see some of these businesses not in business anymore because various reasons they went bankrupt or they couldn't keep up with the demand, or private equity came and bought them up and then completely changed their family business, of course. So I really think that what I have seen is the very best thing any of these businesses can do for success is to adapt and keep up and quit saying, I don't like technology. Oh, I'm not good at technology. It's not a good excuse anymore to not run a business well.
Yeah.
You need to keep up. You have to keep up. I really appreciate that you said that.
And then the keys is that I always say that sometimes you have to change everything to keep the same things. Because
That's fascinating.
Yeah, because anyway the world is changing day by day. So if you keep the same things, and the worst things that you can heard in the company is we always do like this. Oh, that's terrible. So maybe it's time to change something or to change everything. But sometimes you have to stop, re-see everything from a different point of view, and maybe you have to start from zero, and this make a lot of improvement. Because anyway, keep the same things, try to upgrade a little by little is good, but is not the best, because anyway someone will do it faster than you, and after you will have a good things, but not the best. So sometimes you have to stop it and start from zero, see from a different point of view, and see if there is time to completely renew everything.
Now I see why you're so successful. Like, thinking like this is how it is done. Tell me a bit about your company. How old is your company? And tell me about your growth and your journey with your business.
Yeah, the company was started as three people in 2019, and we just starting make some studies. We were just starting make some uh, kind of innovation, try to see if it can work on in real life. So we have a connection with university in Rome. I was working for the university, try to found some new technology that we can improve when we will start the project. The end of 2019, we was having a clear idea of what we have to do. And of course, it was the COVID moment. So I have to say that for some reason anyway, for us was not so bad because it keep us the time to look any small details. When you do something, you are really in a hurry, you want to show this to the world, you want to try to do something and put on the market. I can say fortunately, the COVID keep us slow down everything and keep us have the time to see the small details. So we can develop a very nice design, a nice design that is work easily for maintenance, and we can work on the results and on reliability. It's never happened to me from 40 years of experience. We start the first Phoenix sorters in the north of Italy for hazelnuts, and the owner come to me and say, "Wow, that's amazing results." I say, it was the first sorter. So, do you have other two sorters? Not with me. I have to do it, but that was really, really amazing for me to see this. And again, after 3 years, heard the customer here in this field that is probably the most difficult area that all the people is doing 4 times faster than in Italy, 4 times more product, higher quality, anything that is really something unbelievable to reach, that are so happy about these results. So it's amazing. So this really gives me the power.
So is that correct that your company is 5 years old? No.
Yep.
You're on your 6th year?
5 years old, 2019.
Yeah.
March 2019.
And
my father.
So you started with 3. How many employees now?
Now we have 45 employees, 42 in Italy and 3 in Spain.
Wow.
And we already hired other 3 people for a technical department, and it's growing. Again, we try to be a step forward before we need it. So we are growing so fast, but we must be ready when the customer will need. So we are absolutely more technician. That's what is needed, but this help us that the day after, if you have a problem, one of your technician, or in another area technician must be on the car or on the flight to go to the customer. That's the key of everything, probably. That's my idea. So service is really a big part of the game.
So what do you see for the future for your company?
To keep this level, so again, see where we can improve the actual system. If there is new technology, try to include in this technology. Anyway, we always developing. So of course we are working on something new that will be ready in a couple of years. We never stop this. So we must be a step forward from the competitors, because competitors there are good. Everybody is good in this moment, because if you are not enough good, you will close any business in a few months. So we must be a step forward. So we must have a value. We must have something better than other. And that's the only way to be alive in Italy and even here, because it's a very difficult market. And so if you're not one of the best or the best, your life can be very difficult.
Well, if anybody knows how to win the race, it's you. You've come from a place of all the fast things, so I believe you'll keep up. And I'm glad to be on your race team.
I'm very glad that you are in this.
Andrea, I'm so happy that you took the time to sit and talk with me and explain about your very successful life and your very forward-thinking machine. I really can't believe I said a machine is changing lives, but I see it. It's true.
Thank you very much for this opportunity, and thank you very much for everything.
Yeah.
It's always a big pleasure to join you here in California. Thank you very much for this.
Yeah, I hope it's a successful show for you.
It is for sure.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yep.